Well, thanks, guys. I'm in Arizona, test driving the brand new Audi RS5. The sun is in my eyes. It's a beautiful day of open roads, and that means we're going to test this best-in-class 0 to 60 mile an hour time of 3.7 seconds. Let's see how fast it can go, and if this car meets all the needs of the Nürburgring where it was tested. It's a return to the Anthony Garbus and Nick Miles show, which the YouTube viewers have been long awaiting. All right, so an Audi RS5, a new member of the Audi 5 family. This vehicle seems to have some pretty good credentials.
This vehicle has some great credentials.
You, in your presentation, basically told me that this car kicked butt over the competition. And a few things that aren't the competition, too.
Well, I mean, the car is quicker 0 to 60 than anything in its class. So quicker than an M4 with a competition package, quicker than a C63 coupe, and also than a C63S coupe. So both the Mercedes V8 bi-turbo with more power, but of course with Quattro, and we have all 443 pound-feet of torque available below 2,000 RPM, it gets you going very quickly. I mean, you drove this for, what, 6 hours today?
Yes.
So I'm sure at the speed limit.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Abiding all laws.
Sorry, what is the speed limit in Arizona? 150?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know how frustrating it is for me right now to be sitting in traffic in Phoenix, Arizona, when I have 444 horsepower under my right
And here's
foot?
an M4 next to us as well.
Yeah.
Was he looking?
Now he's looking.
Yeah, let's make sure he looks.
He's looking.
Yeah. He's looking for his nearest Audi dealer to go buy one of these, right?
All right, so let's talk about some of the things that you did with this vehicle. You changed a bit of the gubbins up front, didn't you? Some cooling, some...
I mean, the car is, compared to the outgoing car, this is all new. So this is an MLB Evo, brand new motor, new suspension, everything goes along with it, completely new interior. Nothing is carryover from the last RS5.
Right.
And
new motor, let's go there, because that's what everyone wants to know.
So bi-turbo V6 2.9 liters. So it's based off of the 3-liter turbo that you get in the S4 and S5 and SQ5. And then it modifies all sorts of things. You add another turbo, the cams are different, the crankshaft's different, the whole intercooling system is obviously different, and also the stroke is shorter by 3 millimeters to give it 2.9 liters displacement instead of 3 liters.
Right.
So, and that was for efficiency, and also just it combusted better when they're doing the development of the motor.
Let's talk about the suspension, because you did some very interesting stuff with the suspension. Below 30 miles an hour and above 30 miles an hour, steering suspension kind of changed, right?
So this has dynamic ride control, which we didn't have on the last RS5 in the US. And so now we have dynamic ride control. So it's essentially you're adjusting the valving and fluid in the shocks, and they're cross-connected. You have 3 distinct modes: comfort, auto, and dynamic, and that adjusts the valving in the suspension. And so when you put it in dynamic, it is very firm. And this is one of the firmer suspensions we've done. And that's really for when you're going fast and you're pushing the car hard, you take it to the track, or you're really, tearing up the corners. But otherwise, like we're in auto right now, which is pretty normal. And then if you want to just drive around comfortably on the weekend and go, run errands, get groceries, you put it into comfort on the suspension, and you have this very wide breadth of capability from this car, thanks to the dynamic ride control.
Let's talk about money. This car is not your like cash and wallet car. This is a interesting purchase, because you can start around $69,000.
Yep, $69,900 to start.
And it doesn't take very much to get into the high 80s, right?
You'd have to check every box and paint and options to get to the high 80s.
All right.
So majority of the cars will likely be around $80,000 typically.
Okay. What's the whole thing with the green paint?
Sonoma green?
Yeah.
The awesome green color?
You love your...
I do. I love my green.
Greens, and didn't you in the all roads, you had some interesting colors?
Yep, Gotland green. I'm on a quest to make green cars
Make
popular.
America green again?
Make green cars great again. This is what I'm trying to do here.
Wait, is there a hat? Can we get a hat made?
We should make a hat, yes. Sorry, well, let's talk about the safety systems that are standard on this car.
Yes.
Very timely.
Yes.
So you have the Audi Presense City, which is our forward collision warning and emergency braking standard, as is side assist and Presense rear. So the side assist is the blind spot monitoring, and Presense rear will let you know if you're about to get rear-ended, and it'll tension your seatbelts and ready the cabin for impact. And also, when you're backing out of a parking spot, it'll alert you to traffic coming perpendicular to you.
what else did we talk about? We talked about safety. We talked about driving dynamics, suspension. We talked about design and this nice matte black system and the forged wheels.
Yeah, every wheel on the RS5 is forged.
Yes.
Starts on 19s, and also then you can upgrade to 20s, and pretty much everyone gets 20-inch wheels on these cars.
Why get 19s when you get 20s?
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I was surprised in
What's
this car? That it has seat massages standard.
Yeah. That's in every S4, S5, and then the RS5 as well. Right?
How many versions of a 5 are there now?
We have a very large family of the A5. So you have the coupe, you have a manual coupe, you have cabriolet A5, cabriolet S5, you have the A5 Sportback, S5 Sportback, you have the S5 Coupe, and you also have the RS5 Coupe.
When's the RS5 Sportback coming?
What's that?
I don't know, but that
sounds pretty cool.
That would be
I would drive one of those.
Yes.
I think that's a good.
Is it coming?
It's a good car. I would like one.
Is it coming?
Is it coming? Why? How do I supposed to have the answer to this question?
Because you're the product guy.
Would I know this?
You outed yourself. Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I might have stumbled across something.
Did you stumble across something?
Oh.
I think a Sportback in an RS5 would make a lot of sense.
Sold.
I'd like to have one.
New York Auto Show?
When's that?
You already outed yourself.
Did I out myself? I didn't say anything. I said I think an RS5 Sportback would be very cool. I'd like one.
Watch this channel soon. The RS5 Sportback will be revealed if it's going to happen.
If it's going to happen. What a great way to cover yourself. That journalistic integrity. I like it.
Oh, dude, and you haven't been covering yourself this whole drive?
That's kind of my job, though, isn't
Anthony
it?
Garbus, it's always a pleasure. Thank you very much. And thank you for giving us a quick whirlwind tour of the RS5 and soon to announce RS5 Sportback. Come on, give me something.
I give you a lot. I tell you everything, man.
Everybody else knows.
Everyone else, I tell you what everyone knows. And I just repeat it to you again.